Dr. McCarthy here. What we're going to talk about today are 3 things you can do during a sickness epidemic. These are 3 things you can do to help yourself so that way if you do get sick, you're going to be in a good position. And if you don't get sick, these are things that are probably helping you catch a virus but not show symptoms of it because you're that healthy. So in no particular order, number 1 thing you could do is rest. So make sure you're getting plenty of sleep at night. When we're sleeping, we're healing. This is when our body is recovering. So we want to make sure we're getting our full rest. We want to make sure we're not burning the midnight oil during a pandemic or during flu season. We want to be well rested so that way if we do get sick, we can fight it off and we're not dealing with exhaustion, or if we do catch something, our body's well rested and it can fight it off and we don't even feel it. Then the second thing would be hydration. We want to make sure that we're drinking plenty of water. The one thing we don't want to happen is if we're sick, we don't want to be dehydrated, because then we have 2 problems that we're dealing with. So our body is made up of mainly of water, and our brain is made up of a lot of water. What we want to do is just make sure we drink our daily intake of water and stay hydrated. The third thing is eating. We want to make sure we're eating good during a pandemic. So we want to make sure we're eating good during a pandemic for multiple reasons. One thing I can think of is when we're sick, our body is not going to want to eat, so we're going to be using calories that we have stored to fight off a sickness. So we want to make sure before we get sick that we have plenty of calories to spare, a couple pounds to spare, so that way our body can fight off that sickness and we can do it really quick instead of having a long drawn out sickness. We want to make sure we're eating good foods during this time. So we want to eat nutrient dense foods. So steak would be a super nutrient dense food. I'm not saying red meat every night, but putting some steak in the diet would be a good thing. Fruits are high in vitamins and antioxidants and phytonutrients. So this would be a good time to make plenty of fruit smoothies. Oranges, high in vitamin C, obviously. Next thing, vegetables. Vegetables are really good during this time. So broccolis, asparaguses. Just look on the internet for good vegetables that you should be eating during this time. It's not that hard. Google's your friend. If you're not a big vegetable person, you're not eating healthy, try some supplements out. For example, for me, I'm taking vitamin D. I take it all winter. We don't get enough vitamin D during the winter time, so that's an easy supplement to supplement during this time, and that's a good supplement for fighting off sicknesses. Another supplement herb you could try is elderberry. There's not guaranteed that it's going to stop a virus dead in its track, but there's a lot of research and people have been using a lot of these supplements for long periods of time with promising results. So elderberry is something I'm using during this time. Chlorella is something I'm using during this time. Fish oil is something I'm using during this time. A multivitamin is something I'm using this time. But I'm not using these supplements like medicine, like my life is relying on them. I'm using them as a supplement. You know what's more important than these supplements is actually what we were talking about earlier, nutrition. So making sure we're eating nutrient dense foods, making sure we're having plenty of calories. So again, the potatoes, the rices, the carbs into our body, so that way if we do get sick, we have a surplus of calories at this time to fight it off. So don't gain 20 pounds. 5 pounds never hurt anybody. Stay tuned with us.